What's going on, guys? Today we are going over your Unit 6 assignments here. So lots to do this week. As you can see with Unit 6 here, we've got 4 things for you to do. You got your discussion question, your learning activity, your lab number 6, your third exam, and we have now our assignment topic for the major research paper you have here. So just to let you know, with the research paper, you're going to have something to do for it every week from here on out. So just make sure you're preparing for that. So let's start out with the discussion here. With your discussion question, you have 4 different topics to choose from. You need to pick one of these to discuss. Ideally, you want to try to pick something that someone else hasn't picked, but it's okay if you do overlap. So we're going to be discussing a lot of the sociological conditions that go along with motor development here. So that's primarily what all of your different types of assignments are going to be for this here. So just make sure you are answering those completely, and then also that you make sure you make a follow-up post to at least one of your classmates there. For your third exam, covering chapters 13, 14, 15, and 16. We will be covering 15 and 16 this week here. Remember, you have 90 minutes and 2 attempts to do this, but you only are going to have until 11:59 Central Time on the 27th. So the test will close at 9:59 p.m. Arizona time. For your research topic, now, I have the same kind of layout for every one of the research assignments, so you're only doing the first thing here. So overall, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be essentially putting together kind of a resource guide on any kind of condition, or you're going to look at any sort of topic that or theme we've discussed in class and try to give us some more information about motor development and how that issue is relevant to our motor development. For this initial portion here, what you're doing is you're going to give me a topic, and it can be a generalization, it can be something very specific, but you also have to include a 1-paragraph synopsis for that. This and your next week's assignment are going to be completion grades, meaning that you either get complete credit or you get no credit. There's not going to be essentially a grade for the quality of the work. So this is going to count for 20 points here. And if you read down through, you'll see that there's all these different guidelines here for the rest of it. Looking into the grading rubric for it will give you a lot of help down the road. We'll make sure to go over that, especially next week as we get into your rough draft. But for this, the topic selection, I'll also have to approve it as well, is 20 points. So you are going to get 10 points for providing me a topic, and you're going to get 10 points for giving me a paragraph synopsis on why you chose that. And then the last thing we have here is our learning activity. For this, you are going to be using the web study guide, and you have to pick one activity from chapter 15 and one activity from chapter 16 to complete. To get to that, you're going to go to your Vital Shelf book source, so bookshelf.vitalsource.com. If you go to your reveal access code and you click on the access code, go to courseware and click continue, it'll say reveal access code. You'll get an access code, copy that, and then it'll say visit your website. Once you visit the website there, you'll either have to enter your key code if you haven't done it already, but click on the web study guide. That will get you over to here. Click on view web study guide there, and that will get you to this. And here you have both chapter 15, where you have 2 lab activities that you can complete. Make sure that if you are completing lab activity 15.1 that you include both the record sheet and the lab questions. If you do lab activity 15.2, there's only lab questions there. And then in chapter 16, you have the choice between 4 different ones here. With all of these, except for 16.4, they have both a record sheet and a lab question sheet. So make sure you're turning in both of those depending on which one you do. So that is your quick overview there of this week's assignments. And as always, if you have any questions, make sure you are getting in contact with me. If not, we will be going over these again in class, and then I will see you all here soon.